proper deserted island with a run-down lighthouse. Definitely murder mystery territory.
Brit having red wine and also allergic reaction. We'd better get him home.
He said that it's very uncommon to see dolphins around here. We can't believe we saw some dolphins.
We're Rick and Adam, digital nomads who ditched the 9-to-5, sold everything and set sail for freedom.
These days, you'll find us cruising the UK canal network on board our narrowboat, Serenissima.
When we're not on the water, we're slow travelling across Europe and beyond.
Living abroad, crossing oceans by ship, and embracing life as remote workers and explorers.
Subscribe and join us on board and abroad.
Hello. So you may notice that we are not in the UK anymore. Since the last time you saw us, we have been to a wedding in Manchester, and from there we decided that as we were closing down the boat anyway to go to the wedding, we may as well go somewhere else too.
Yeah, we just looked where we could go.
And we ended up here.
So just 2.25 hours flight from Manchester and we get here to the beautiful Costa Smeralda, or Emerald Coast of Sardinia. Famous obviously for its beaches and beautiful clear waters. And that's why a lot of people go to Olbia. It's a base so that you can go to all the beautiful beaches around here and spend the day sunbathing and having drinks by the sea.
This beautiful beach behind me is Porta Istana Beach, and it's about half an hour bus journey from the city of Olbia, and this is how we got here. Now, we aren't really beachy people, but because we're in Sardinia, and this is the Costa Smeralda, so this is famous for having amazing beaches, we thought we'd come and try one out.
So it was good getting the bus here. We only waited at the bus stop for 5 minutes. However, we've just checked the bus times back, and there isn't another one back to the city of Olbia for 3 hours. It's beautiful and it's been nice to see the clear sea, but we can't stick that out for another 3 hours. I know, people love to do it and could spend all day there, but we're just not those type of people. So we've ordered a taxi and it's on its way. So we'll get back to see what Olbia has to offer.
Got a taxi.
First impressions of Olbia itself is it's a nice, quaint little town. Not as pretty as some Italian towns, I don't think. But certainly a nice base if you want to visit all the beaches. And pretty much at the end of every street, as you can see behind me, surrounded by beautiful scenery, countryside, mountains. Going to see an 11th century church.
The interesting thing about Olbia is that most of it that is here today is from the 20th century. So even though this place has been around since the ancient Greeks and the Romans, it's kind of forgotten about until like the middle of the 20th century, when they decided to make the Costa Smeralda, this beautiful coast full of beaches, into a tourist site. Basically, they named it the Costa Smeralda, and since then tourism took over, and all the buildings here have been put up since like the 1960s. So things like this church remain from a lot long ago, but hardly anything else.
Our amazing mosquito roll-on has come to the end of its life, and it's been superb. So we're going to see if we can get a replacement, because Rick's already been bitten. Always seem to get him.
I have to buy it there.
Very few places seem to sell that amazing roll-on one. We'll put what it is, because if you see it, get it.
It really works.
So we've just got Jungle Formula. It'll have to do. Seems to be it's specifically sold in France, that roll-on.
Well, the lady was also a little bit kind of like, oh, the season's over now, but
Not for
I got bitten yesterday.
not for gingerbreads.
No, I got bitten on my head yesterday and I can't let that up.
Some very pretty buildings around.
I'm in Italy, I've got two. It's a law. Cherry and chocolate and rum. It's very good.
I'm hopefully saving room for aperitivi tonight. We've yet to discover whether Olbia will follow suit and have nibbles with drinks.
I'm going to do both.
Fair enough. Time to head back to the apartment, get changed, and then see what Olbia has to offer for night time. Well, quick pit stop doesn't hurt. Good evening. We're just walking through Olbia, going down to the seafront.
Yes.
It's bay, isn't it? So it's not an open sea. Nice atmosphere when it gets to this time, don't you think?
Yes. Passeggiata, isn't it? It's everyone walking around with their nice clothes on.
Indeed, thank you very much. So we're going to go down to the waterfront, and we may go on a Ferris wheel, which I have mixed feelings about. Promenade.
And lovely at golden hour.
Yeah. There seem to be a lot of motorhomes and a lot of bikers
Oh yeah.
in this town.
Bikers love the island because there's lots of like mountainous roads where they can go really fast around corners.
weird relationship with Ferris wheels. It depends on the day. I just don't know. Sometimes I really freak out on them. And
It's going to be fun then, isn't it?
No, but I do want to do it. I like them. But yeah, we'll see. We went on one in Japan once, and I was petrified.
Yeah, that was a very high one.
And I was telling Rick, don't even move, as a joke.
Can we go in separate gondolas?
Let's see what happens.
You want to go on it?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Per favore. Due, sì.
No turning back now. Does it actually stop it, or do we have to get in when it's moving?
He stops it.
It's still going round. It's the dangle thing. It's the fact I know it has to dangle. I was like, yeah, I'll be fine.
Just put the camera on me to watch me rolling my eyes at you constantly. It's fun.
Yeah.
You okay?
Yes.
Why are your hands doing that then?
3 times around, and we stop. Yes. Just enough. Very good. Should we have a refreshment?
Yeah, let's find a Spritz. Be really good for putting sushi on, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Oh, nice. Do we need a pestle and mortar?
Do you need a pesto? Yeah, we do, for making pesto.
Trying to get that home though might be a
Yeah,
bit
we're not
of a
quite in that round for the next month.
It's time to find out if Olbia is like Genoa, in that you get aperitivi with drinks. Fingers crossed.
Due Spritz Campari, per favore.
So you might have just heard Rick say we can't cart that pestle and mortar around for the next month.
Yeah.
That's because basically we've set aside a whole month. Don't know where we're going, don't know what we're doing, but we will be travelling out of the UK for a month. So that's exciting.
Slowly.
Chicken is a paste of olives and smoked ricotta.
Grazie mille.
Free food.
Pleased to say the answer is yes. Post Brits Wander. This is the main street. It's very lively, full of bars.
Yes.
How we like it. On to the next one. So one of the main reasons we just kind of had to get away from the UK because the weather was on the turn and it was getting pretty cold. You know when the fire goes on, but
Yeah.
it's all changed.
Starts burning money. Like logs are quite expensive, and you have to put them on the fire and burn them just
So,
to keep warm.
Number one reason, let's get some autumn sunshine.
But really, number one reason, and this sounds ridiculous, is because we were turning the fridge off. So you kind of have to empty the fridge and the freezer because we were going to the wedding, and then we thought, well, if we're doing that, we may as well go somewhere else as well. And now we're in Italy.
Joking. Half joking. We're always suckers for a like a charcuterie board.
Taglieri board.
Taglieri in Italian. Maybe this one? Don't know. Maybe not. We'll see. Definitely have another spritz now. Crispy type of aperitivo.
It's strong.
So the next bit of planning is what we're doing tomorrow. So just looking at Get Your Guide. Probably do a dolphin watching trip.
They've got fennel seeds in them.
Don't speak with your mouth full, Richard.
Let me chew it then.
What you're trying to say is it's got fennel seeds in.
And a seed, lovely.
So it turns out the dolphin watching is full. But we have found a boat tour, as we always do, and it looks really nice. Apparently you stop on an island with a lighthouse and you get a nice glass of a local wine, which I'm not going to say no to. And it's 10 in the morning, so it sets us up nicely for the day. That's tomorrow. The mark of a nice, lively city. It's Monday evening, and we have live music, and everyone's out having a nice time.
Half live music. Everyone's singing, but nice live saxophonist. Sticking to Campari, Rick's having red wine, and also allergic reaction. And bright red. Just had some little snacks that had fennel in them, and I didn't know, but apparently I'm allergic to fennel. Better get back soon and have an antihistamine. He's not that bad there, he's not drinking his wine though.
We'd better get him home for antihistamine.
Rosy cheeks.
Yes, and your lips getting bigger. Fingers crossed that'll work. And we'll see you tomorrow.
Morning.
Good morning.
Up nice and early for a boat trip around the bay here in Olbia, and the promise of an island with a lighthouse and possibly a glass of wine. With a 10 a.m. start, we needed to find a boat trip that actually left from Olbia itself, and there were only a couple that did that, weren't they?
Yeah.
The rest of them you have to kind of get to other shores.
The taxis are quite expensive here,
They are.
and the buses aren't very regular.
Yeah, in comparison to places like, you get taxis in Malta, dirt cheap. Not here. Nice and sunny, but huge grey cloud over there. We haven't got a coat.
As long as it stays over there, it's fine.
Yeah.
Is so calm, really good kind of brings them everywhere. There'll be a nice bobbing about watching guys the reef of it.
They harvest the mussel to sell them, and they keep the small ones.
We've just gone through the mussel field, and past the mussel funny trees, and so far no rain.
This I was told you eat it in England.
Samphire, yeah.
We call sea fennel.
Yeah.
We don't eat it.
Smells of fennel. Right, better watch it.
You know this is a fig tree. It's
Fig
very
tree,
common,
yeah.
Over there, another one.
Yeah.
It's very common in Italy.
It's a nice idea. He said to just have our own time on this island and meet him back at the boat when we like. And we can't believe we saw some dolphins. I said we wanted a dolphin watching trip, didn't I? And he said that it's very uncommon to see dolphins around here. So that's pretty amazing. Proper deserted island with a run-down lighthouse. It's definitely murder mystery territory. I can see some local wine being opened.
Would you like some?
Please.
Okay, there's more seafood.
The local white wine here is Vermentino, which is a lot like Vinho Verde from Portugal. It's very light, not that alcoholic, and he's just said it's perfect for a morning drink. Who might argue?
It's really nice.
It's sheet music bread, carta de musica, and it's just made with pasta flour, but very thin sheets, and it used to feed the shepherds in the fields. Good.
Really good. We saw dolphins. Didn't expect to see dolphins because we weren't on the dolphin tour.
Nice family-run business there, father and son. So plan now, we'll go back to the apartment. We need to pack so that we can enjoy an evening tonight where I think we should have a bottle of that Vermentino
Probably
wine.
some mussels as well because we've just been around a mussel farm and an oyster farm.
Definitely some seafood anyway. See you in a bit. Good evening. We are currently just about to have a spritz and decide where to go for dinner. So we're looking at TripAdvisor and we fancy a really fancy restaurant tonight. Well,
Not fancy.
semi-fancy.
Not fancy.
Nice restaurant, traditional restaurant.
So we learned today on the boat tour that in Sardinia they eat more meat than they do fish because they have lots of mountains and lots of sheep and other animals. So we are going to try and find a restaurant where we can have like maybe a seafood starter and a meat main course.
Just going past all those mussels today, I do quite fancy some mussels now. So we'll see what happens. For once, I'm hoping that this doesn't arrive with aperitivi.
I'm not.
think we've both decided that we have to have mussels to start. We're getting different ones. I'm going to have some meat for main course. Probably the beef fillet. Treat myself.
No, like
I think Rick might be going for the lamb for me.
possibly spaghetti vongole,
Spaghetti vongole. You love vongole.
but I do love vongole.
And of course we have to have the Vermentino from today. So they do it by the litre as house wines. Got the Carta de Musica bread again. Just saying we just need mango chutney. But this isn't fried actually.
Lamb, yeah?
Yeah. Be nice.
Really nice ingredients, fresh. And
Really good food.
Really tasty food. Would recommend highly.
Why do I have to duck? So that is our first stop in Sardinia complete. We liked Olbia, but it is very much about the Costa Smeralda and beaches, and that's not really us.
Not what we're about.
However, we've enjoyed finding out what else you can do, and we would come back here for a couple of days, but any longer, I think we'll probably get bored.
Next we are travelling on train tomorrow.
To the very bottom of Sardinia,
To the
so we're going
capital.
from the top to the bottom basically. So slow train ride, it's going to take us about 3.5 hours.
Yep, and it's very different down there, and we're looking forward to how we can compare it and how different it's going to be. If you like what you've seen, give us a thumbs up and do subscribe. It's free for you to do, but it really helps our channel.
And please do comment on this video, on every video. We love reading your comments and we do always reply.
Until next time.
See you on the train.